Okay guys, so the First Fit Champions is over. Let me know down in the comments what your record was. I'm interested to know. I've seen it all this weekend. I've played some old gen, I've played some new gen. Today I'm going to be showing you the new gen meta, what people are doing and what is just ruining this game, to be honest with you. Obviously there's always a meta, it's just sad that this is the one. But I'm going to be showing you guys how to play, the sort of setup that you're looking to go for, and just trying to help you improve ready for next weekend. So if you enjoy getting better and winning at FC25, subscribe right now, leave a like on the video if you enjoy these videos, and let's get into it. If you need the cheapest FC25 coins to build your super team, then check out MMOEXP by clicking the link down below and use code JambooUK for 5% off. Okay, so I'm just going to talk a tiny bit before we go into a game of Rivals. Win, lose or draw, the game will go up. There's always something for you guys to learn from. As you can see, we are set up in a 5 at the back. And let me tell you why this is so ridiculous at the minute. I will be uploading specific tactics for these tomorrow, by the way. So if you want to see those, press subscribe right now and I've got you covered tomorrow. I'm still tweaking the actual tactic side, so I don't want to put something out there that might not be 100% spot on. But what I can tell you for 100% is that this 5 at the back is breaking the game. One of the issues that people are facing on this game is defending. It does seem a little bit harder to defend, and what you get in this 5 back is it sorts the issue out for you. Obviously you've got your 3 centre backs. When your opponent has the ball on the edge of your box, your left and right back are going to drop back deep and you're going to defend in that 5. The through balls on this game are an issue. They're causing problems. Obviously having the 3 centre backs really sorts that out, but it is not just a defensive aspect either. You're packing the midfield, you're going to have always at least 2 centre mids. But more importantly is you're going to have your wing backs overlapping and providing in the attack. And when you've already got like 3 attackers, you're just going to be overloading here. You know, you've got your 2 wing backs, you've got your 2 centre mids who are going to get involved, you've got your 3 attackers, and you're going to see when we go into a game that you're just able to create chances and control the ball. No matter how you play, whether you want to sit back, counter and be a rat, whether you want to keep the ball in possession, whether you want to overload your opponent with attacking options, however you want to play, this 5 back literally has it covered. And it's just making average players seem really solid in the attack and defence. It does a lot for you, this setup. So, you know, more just importantly than the setup itself, you want to see how to use this. So we're going to go into a game of Elite Division Rivals, by the way. So this is going to be the very highest level. As you can see, we're nearly at 900 skill rating. I'm around 300 in the entire world at the moment. So whoever we play is going to be a good player. Obviously, I'm a good player. It's going to be high-level gameplay. And hopefully you guys can learn something from this. So we're going to get into a game. But before we do, I just want to show you something really quickly. Guys, sorry to interrupt the video, but this is definitely worth it. Turtle Beach have released a new headset, the Stealth 700, and let me tell you, this thing is insane. So it comes with a number of unique features, and one of the ones I really like the most is it actually has a cross-play transmitter. You get 2 transmitters in the box, which means that you can switch over from different devices, which is something I've personally never seen from headsets before, and other headsets should definitely follow suit on this. You can easily switch between your devices. It has a cross-play button, so say for example, you know, you want to switch between your PC or your console, you might be using Discord and then playing, you can switch between the 2 and simultaneously listen to different devices, which I think is really cool. So this is the headset out of the box, and as you can see, it is looking nice. One thing I like about it, especially from a content point of view, is obviously you have the mic on it. A lot of people may have their own mics and stuff like that, but whatever you want to do, you can easily just flip this up and down. When you flip it up, it's barely even noticeable, so it's very convenient. The headset is super comfy, by the way, and since putting this on, I struggle to hear myself because of how good the noise cancelling is. You really cannot hear much else going on, and it's just a super comfy headset. This is definitely one that I recommend for you guys to look at going forward, whether you're looking for a new headset at the moment or not. This is your long-term solution. The link is in the description. You can even get a discount on this using code JambooUK. Thoroughly recommend it. Huge thank you for Turtle Beach for sending me one. And guys, get involved. Okay, guys, so we're going into the game. I'll stick to my promise as always. Win, lose or draw, this will be going up. There's no shame in losing, you know, in the Elite Division, especially at this ELO. We're top 300 in the entire world at the minute. There's every chance someone at this level is going to be able to beat us. There's plenty of pros and stuff playing at this point, and it's tough. So you can see here, team we're up against. It is a very decent team. He, of course, you know, is in the 5 at the back as well. That 5-2-1-2 is very viable, and that's another one that I would recommend. But we're going to get into this, and I'm going to be giving you my thoughts as they happen and what I'm doing. So we offside trap from the off. This writing on the screen, by the way, EA Sports, just get it away. Like, why is my screen being blocked by these playstyle things? Like, it just makes no sense. But we offside trap again. The opponent's done really well. We do step in, and you see we just have a lot of players back. It's very, very easy to sit in deep and defend. We'll call our players short, looking for that whip down the line. Nothing really on, so we will switch the play. And as you can see, you know, we're always going to have options in this setup. We've got a lot of room out wide. That is awful from Diaz, by the way. Just a shocking pass. But we're going to use that offside trap again. Raise that line, and you can see you can second man press here with your centre backs and stuff, and you can just quite easily afford, you know, to pull players out and stuff because you've just got so many players back. You can see here we're sitting in deep, and there really just is not much room for our opponent to work with at all. You know, people have to do something pretty special to break this down. Excuse me. Speed boost attempt from the opponent. Just runs into our brick wall of a defence. And obviously, look, oh my God, Joe Gomez, what have you done there? What is that touch? That is criminal, by the way. But we'll carry on. What I was saying is, like, you know, playing out the back before we got absolutely rigged by our own player. It is fairly easy in this setup because you've got all the wide players. You can see here again, you know, we've got this switch out wide almost every single time. What you do find, especially at this level, is the games aren't going to be very entertaining at all. You know, it's one of those where it's high-level gameplay. You know, there really is not a lot going on. This opponent's very good. As you can see, he's playing the absolute meta, chipping the ball into forwards and stuff like that, and playing for those knockdowns, which works very well on the game. This Jesus is not it anymore, sadly. But it looks like we're going to have a bit of a backs-to-the-wall game here. We do step in very well. We'll send our player out on a manual run and see if we can get in behind here. So we're looking for the cutbacks in these areas, which you are going to be able to get in this setup as well. That's poor from me. I should have recycled to Cancelo. You can see our fullback is out of position and up, but we still just have all the players back in the defence to help out. We've got to switch in here using that second man press again, and that wins us the ball back. Got to be careful playing out of the back. You know, that Joe Gomez, as you saw, a bit of a liability when it comes to that, to be honest. We used the shield in there. And now I'm sending Neymar on a manual run. We'll play the through ball over the top. And again, we're in this area where we're looking for cutbacks towards the edge of the box. We'll play a driven pass in. One more driven pass. See if we can create some in here. Not really much on. So we'll go for another driven pass. The opponent has defended it very, very well. But we track that run again. You can see we've got all the players back. We step in, make the tackle, and you can just take your time. You're always going to have this wing back out here. You play these down the line through balls a lot, and it's sort of a rinse and repeat. You know, you can keep playing these same sort of patterns of play, and it's going to work well. We have the switch across again. We should win the header. We don't. Llorente's done very well. Use that second man press once again, and we have our defender there. So as you can see, you know, apart from the one time where we've been absolutely rigged by our centre-back, we're just sitting in quite nicely here. And even against a top player, you know, he's not really been able to do too much. Take our time out wide here. Wait for our players to go on the runs using that shielding again. And it's very hard against someone like this who's pressing well, you know, to actually create these chances. We'll use another offside trap. He should be offside there. Apparently not. And we've got some work to do in this game, sadly. This is a very decent player. One of the better players I've played on this game because his team is actually not even that good. And he's putting up a hell of a performance here so far. We'll use that R1 dribbling. Cancelo is unfortunately just standing offside, which is not ideal. But we do step in with Van Dijk. Manual run there. We triggered with Neymar, and we're going to go for the green timed finish. Unlucky. I'm not sure whether he moved his keeper there. He may well have. But we look for the edge of the box. Nothing really on. Cancelo again will recycle. Looking to get towards the edge of the box once more. Driven pass into the striker. And that is another good save from his goalkeeper. But you can see, you know, we're at the high end of the elite division. And we've matched this 5-back, and it's causing us serious issues. Try and take our time here, work something once more. I actually want the free kick there, but it's not going to let me have it now, sadly. A little bit rushed there and forced. Very hard to work anything. There's just so many players back, and there's only so much you can do. We should be able to recover here. He's probably going to try and attempt to cut back outside. Yes, he did. Using that second man press once again, offside traps, all that good stuff. Taking our time, you know, not forcing anything in terms of the defending. That is really good from the opponent. Good save from our keeper as well. We'll just take our time here, you know, when playing out of the back. Despite losing, you know, it's not panic stations just yet. We've still got quite a bit of time. Take our time again, trigger the run. We've got a player going forward there. That is an awful ball from Neymar, but we do get lucky, and it has bobbled back to us. Driven pass now, step over boost, shoot towards that far post, and his keeper, he's doing very well. He's saving him a little bit at the minute. We're going to aim for that far post, maybe win the header. We don't. Falls to our player though, and this guy is just defending for his life, and he's doing very well at it. It's very hard to break anybody down. If it continues like this, and especially if he scores here, we are going to have to consider. That's a beautiful tackle. Just upping the pressure a little bit, you know, maybe whacking on team press and things like that in this second half to try and get back into the game, because it's doable here. Obviously, this guy, you know, he's a good player for sure, but it's not been a one-sided game. We conceded that first goal, which was a little bit stupid, and then the second goal was good from the opponent. But more or less the same again, to be honest. I don't think we need to change too much here. Take our time, driven pass into the striker. We'll use that shielding. He's probably just offside there. Yes, he is. But we'll use that offside trap again. Push the line nice and high. He's going to try and probably play for this overlap here, which we'll have to be careful of. Yes, he has. He's going to try and cut the ball into the middle, so we're manually marking towards the edge of the box whilst using that second man press. Trying to just squeeze him in here where possible. We've got to mark the inside. Can't give any easy options up there. Another offside trap, just making sure that he's not got any sort of easy pass, you know, just to one of his strikers. And that is going to help you a lot when defending. Again, we've caught him offside there with the offside trap, pushing that line up. And that is a tool that you guys definitely want to be adding into your game for sure. Great manual press there. Sending Diaz on a run with L1. Waiting for the overlap of the fullback as well. That is shocking. I don't know why that's gone to him and not Cancelo. But we go again. Second man press. I'm trying to squeeze him here, not give anything easy up. Virgil done really well. Sprint boost for the step over with Neymar. Works very well. We're just going to get the ball out here and try and work it towards the edge of that box again. We get very lucky there. That is so unfortunate. It was just offside anyway. I should have squared it though. That was poor from me. But we're creating the sort of chances. It's just not quite falling our way at the minute. We should be able to get across here and recover with Saliba. Yes, we do. I'm calling my winger short here, so I'm able to play the ball into his feet, and then I'll find this down the line ball to our striker. Triggering Neymar on the far side for a run there as well. You can see there's a lot of micromanaging when it comes to your players. You know, off the ball, you need to be triggering these runs and making sure that you're not having like sort of a static attack, because the second that your attack goes static and you're not getting the movement and stuff like that, your life is going to be made, you know, a hell of a lot harder. Got to be careful playing out the back here. That's how we got caught out the first time. We'll call Neymar short once again. Going to send him down the line. You can use those down the line runs actually even to just bait. Even if you don't use the run, it's going to make your opponent think. And the better the opponent actually is, the more that they fall for that stuff, because you know that they know that they've got to mark the run, otherwise they're going to be in trouble. But as you can see, you know, we're running out of ideas here. It's 5 at the back. He's got it completely locked down. Very, very difficult to break. Great step in there from Virgil. That is never in a million years a foul. Offside trap here again. Make sure that we're not giving anything too easily up. Manual pressing mixed with that second man press. Same again here. We've got to step in, press tackle. We don't get the ball, sadly. That is a major issue on this game. You step in, win tackles, and the ball just bobbles back to your opponent. We'll find... No, we won't find that down the line ball. We haven't played well here at all, but weirdly, it still feels like we are somewhat still in this game. Driven pass into Neymar here. That's not really found him how we wanted to. And we're going to try and work something with the R1 dribbling. I'm going to hit the line here, look for that cutback, and we do find the goal. A little bit jammy, for sure. But it has got us back into the game. You can see there, just taking your time and using that R1 dribbling. Very, very valuable. You're just going to be able to play for those cutback scenarios, which at a high level is a very efficient way of scoring on this game. We do get the ball here. Driven pass into the striker. Oh, he's getting away with it. You can see very hard to break him down. What is going on, EA Sports? Honestly, what am I seeing on my screen? Offside traps again. I'm going to whack on a team press here, which is a little bit risky. However, it has won us the ball back here. And we're in a decent position now. Taking our time. That is amazing. And oh, it has to go in. It has to go in. We finesse near post, which is a fairly reliable way of scoring on this game. We're pressing high here. The opponent seems to be starting to panic, and he's struggling to deal with a press. We go for the sprint boost with Diaz. We'll send him on a run. Wait for the perfect moment. Should win it back with Cancelo there. Take our time once again. Get the ball into this wide area. Nothing really on at all. So I'm taking my time. There was just nothing there, man. That's unfortunate. Really good press again. We do win the ball back with Jesus. Oh, if the ball was better there, we're literally in. That is unfortunate. I'm whacking on that team press once again. Got to mark this far run here, and Liao is in the middle, so we've got to be careful that we don't leave that open. He does have that switch across. He should be offside. Yes, he is. So we're coming into like the last 5 minutes of the game now, and this has been a good game. There's been some mistakes from me. I think I've played a little bit sloppy. But you can see the general like fundamentals that we're trying to stick to. And in general, it's worked okay here. We go for the sprint boost with Diaz. Really good there. It sort of baited him. We're trying to play towards the edge of the box again. That driven pass here into this area. We find our striker. Oh my God. And he's moved his keeper. That is something you have to look out for. I was not expecting him to react that quickly at all. We're looking for that far post. Can we get back in it? Unfortunately not. We'll whack on the team press once again. And this guy is struggling to deal with the press right now. But unfortunately, it looks like he may just get away with it here. No shame in losing to a good player like this. We've only lost really because if you think of that Gomez goal, or the one that Gomez caused at least, it sort of cost us the game, sadly, which happens. You are going to lose games in FC 25, which you feel are undeserved. That first goal was definitely a little bit questionable. But guys, hopefully you learned something from this. Any questions, do let me know. I appreciate you watching. I want to help as many of you guys as possible. So if you like these sort of videos, do subscribe, leave a like. I'll catch you on the next one, and peace.